Become a leader worth following. John C. Maxwell. From the moment you decide that leading well is not a title but a responsibility, your journey shifts. Imagine waking before dawn, the sky still dark, and in that quiet moment you whisper to yourself, "Today, I choose to become a leader worth following." You breathe in resolve. And in that breath, you plant the first seed of influence. In those early minutes, you see your team as gardeners, each with unique gifts. Remember John C. Maxwell's law of the lid? Your leadership ability determines your impact. You vow to raise your own capacity to lead so that you can lift everyone around you higher. The first week feels electric. You craft a simple purpose statement and share it in a short morning huddle. We serve our customers with excellence. Grow together. We innovate boldly. You watch faces light up. You anchor this purpose in Maxwell's law of connection. Before you ask anyone to follow, you must connect with the heart of their hopes and struggles. By week 2, challenges arise. A key project stalls. Team members bicker over details. You feel the urge to dictate solutions, but you remember Maxwell's law of empowerment. Leaders develop leaders. So instead of giving answers, you ask questions. What outcome do you see? What can we do differently? You truly listen to each voice. In that act, you show you trust them, and trust breeds confidence. In week 3, you face resistance. From within, doubt whispers that you're too inexperienced, that real leaders are born, not made. You quiet that voice with Maxwell's law of process. Leadership develops daily, not in a day. You commit to learning each morning. 10 minutes reading a leadership excerpt, 5 minutes reflecting in a journal. You record insights and small wins. Celebrate progress, no matter how tiny. Month 1 closes with a milestone. Your team delivers a pilot product on time. You gather in a simple conference room. You thank each person by name for their contribution. You sense something shift. People feel seen. You feel Maxwell's law of addition in action. Leaders add value by serving others. Entering month 2, you lock in a growth routine. 20 minutes of strategy mapping, 20 minutes of one-on-one conversations, and 10 minutes of gratitude notes. You record what you learn about your team's motivations and dreams. You refine your purpose statement, adding language that reflects their voices. Your confidence grows and so does theirs. At the halfway mark of the second month, you hit a plateau. Revenues dip unexpectedly. You could blame the market or your competitors. Instead, you apply Maxwell's law of navigation. Any leader can steer the ship, but it takes a leader to chart the course. You map the week ahead, identify risks. Develop contingency plans. You share the plan openly. Your transparency calms anxiety and aligns effort. By the start of month 3, your navigation pays off. Sales begin to climb. You celebrate not just the numbers, but the clarity you created. You realize that vision casting Maxwell's law of big builds momentum. You set a bold quarterly target and invite the team to co-create the strategy. You watch their energy ignite. As spring turns to summer, you build rituals that cement your leadership. You host weekly learning lunches, each with a short discussion of a leadership principle or a real challenge someone faces. You protect. These gatherings, no other meetings can intrude. You see colleagues draw inspiration from one another. In these moments, you practice Maxwell's law of connection. Again, leaders link people to purpose. In month 4, you feel your confidence ripen. A potential partner expresses interest in collaboration. You lead the meeting, not with slides, but with a story. How your team overcame setbacks. How you learn to listen. How you commit to serving everyone. Your authenticity resonates. The partner agrees to join forces. You secure new resources that accelerate growth. Bringing on external partners tests your values. You negotiate with firmness and fairness. You seek win-win outcomes. You live Maxwell's law of being. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. Because you have earned trust, they embrace the partnership eagerly. Halfway through the year, you encounter a personal trial. A close friend faces serious illness. Your work schedule threatens to swallow your life. You realize that Maxwell's law of balance is real. Leading others well requires leading yourself well. You block time for support hospital visits, quiet calls, moments of presence. You model compassion as leadership. Your honesty with the team inspires them to bring their full selves to work. When you return to full focus, you integrate well-being into your culture weekly mindfulness sessions, flexible check-in times, and small gestures of care. Cards, snack, boxes, surprise gratitude tokens. You learn that leading worth following means serving the whole person, not just the role they play. Months 8 and 9 fly by as momentum builds. You launch a community initiative, a mentorship program where team members coach local entrepreneurs. You apply Maxwell's law of influence. Leadership grows when it gives away power. You see participants blossom. Your organization's reputation deepens. Investors and clients take notice, but you guard against overconfidence. You set aside reflection. Retreats before each quarter. You step away from the daily rush, sometimes for a full day, sometimes for half, into a quiet space where you assess what worked, what didn't, and whether you've stayed true to your core values. You prune projects that no longer fit, and you recommit to what matters. In month 10, you face a technological hiccup. Your main platform crashes temporarily. Customers lose access. You could hide the issue until you fix it. Instead, you apply Maxwell's law of the inner circle. Surround yourself with trusted advisors. You gather your best engineers and your head of customer success. You craft a message to your users, honest, apologetic, and promising progress updates. You work around the clock with your team. Within 48 hours, you resolve the issue and communicate clearly. Customers respond with gratitude for your candor. In the final 2 months of the year, you prepare for your largest initiative yet, a leadership summit showcasing your journey and the lessons you've learned. You dedicate every hour with precision. Speaker coordination, agenda design, marketing promotion, logistical planning. You invite thought leaders and local changemakers. Now you ask your team to code sign workshops. The day of the summit arrives. You stand on stage before hundreds of faces. You feel a surge of calm confidence. You share your story, the promise you made to yourself on that first dawn, the laws you applied, the setbacks you embraced, the people who believed in you. You weave in Maxwell's core principles, the law of the picture, painting a vision of what leadership can be, the law of victory, demonstrating how you refuse to accept defeat, the law of legacy, reminding everyone that their leadership lives on long after they're gone. As applause fills the room, you look out and see tears, smiles, raised hands. You know that your journey has lit sparks in dozens of hearts. In that, the moment you grasp the ultimate truth, leadership is less about personal accolades and more about lifting others to levels they never thought possible. On the last day of your year of leadership focus, you reflect. The metrics you achieve, growth, partnerships, summit successes are impressive. But deeper still is the leader you became. Humble, compassionate, visionary. You see that Maxwell's path is not a checklist, but a way of life. You understand that each law of leadership is a mirror reflecting your own capacity to grow. Beyond the numbers and the events, your story offers a blueprint. Start with raising your lid, connect authentically, empower others, navigate with clarity, to add value. Through service, influence, through integrity. Balance work with life, reflect regularly, and commit to a legacy far greater than yourself. Now imagine what lies ahead. Perhaps you'll mentor the next generation of founders, or write your own leadership playbook, or launch a global movement. Whatever you choose. The principle remains unchanged. To become a leader worth following, you must first lead yourself worth following. And in that pursuit, you become the catalyst for change, the spark that ignites possibility, and the compass that guides countless journeys toward impact.